My name is Masarat Daud. I am 31 years old and I live in London now, but I'm originally from India, from Rajasthan, but I've also lived in Dubai all my life. I am currently a rural education campaigner, but I have a background in media. I also founded the 8-Day Academy. I'm very passionate about girls' education and just general education that makes community responsible and good. And that's what I do right now. I'm driven by a social change which makes people good. I fell in love with my husband and I asked him to marry me. So, no, I mean, it was really simple. I told him, I don't have time for drama. And I said, you're 26, no, you're 27 and I'm 26. And, our families are freaking out because we're, going to be the age of our grandparents. So I said, let's just get married. And he said, what the hell, let's get married. We're both looking for the same thing in a marriage. And we got married. And, it's been 3.5 years. We haven't killed each other. So I think we're doing quite well. One of the things that really builds on my psyche is being raised in a sexist village, or with sexist village values rather. To me, it's so important for a man to respect and have that dignity for me. I can't even in a joke handle kind of being treated badly. It's very important to me. So for me, love is really respect. It is giving each other our space, and I mean, I keep telling my husband, I said, it's really a friendship. I said, don't ever try to be a husband. And it's really friendship. I keep it very simple. I think there's just so much drama happening in life in general that the last thing you want to do is come home to drama. So I think it's just you be what you want to be and I'll be what I want to be. And let's just kind of, be happy in supporting each other. And we love traveling, so we keep traveling. So I think it's quite simple, really. Honesty and respect is so important. And I don't know if those are just, I can call them simple village values, but it's values they live by. My father, did really well for himself. And I mean, the stuff he's given us in terms of education and materialistic comforts as well, I really wish and that I'm able to do that for my children. I find it hugely inspiring for a man who studied under the street light because they couldn't afford electricity at home, for him to kind of, I guess, build us into the human beings that we are. And, my father always tells us, even now, he says, a lot of times in life, I've had people who came to me with shortcut way of making money. You invest this here and then you're going to have this 10 times and whatever. And he said, I never went for that. He said, every time there is a shortcut, you need to know that it's just, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And he says, you have to live your life with honesty and you have to live your life with respect. If you don't have respect, money can be earned any day. You lose it now, you'll gain it again at some point. But if you lose your respect, it's one of those things you never get back. And these are such important values. And no matter where you go in the world, it's relevant. And it is really what make your character strong and you can exist anywhere. I was 17 years old when I started wearing the burqa, and it was a family decision at that time. And it's a cultural thing. My mom, my grandmom, all of them wear it. And when my parents told me to start wearing it, I absolutely hated that idea of that I had to wear this. I thought no one's going to be friends with me. But then when I started wearing it, and it made my life really difficult. I was right. I mean, nobody really wanted to talk to me, and it was just very common to be overlooked. But over the years, when I started realizing that, that's a challenge. You can't sit and cry or complain about it. And so I chose that, okay, I'm going to get stubborn about it. And I'm going to make myself so strong that these people who have a problem with the burqa will have to come to me for my mind. And so I have to make my mind stronger. I have to make my character stronger. And so the burqa, which I hated, I absolutely love it now because it has made me a much stronger person.